Global Education Media presents Education Report on TV, the television program that promotes educational events and activities across the country for parents, students, practitioners in educational fields across categories, corporate organizations with products and services that appeal to the youths, government officials, particularly those saddled with the responsibility of managing education, and the general public. It also covers programs and activities in the educational sector, such as awards and opening ceremonies, school inter-house sports, collaborative engagement with NGOs, as well as corporate organizations, plus vocational and technical education, institution for people with special education needs, individual contribution towards the growth and development of education while celebrating success in the educational sector at all levels. For sponsorship and advert placement, please contact 0803-323-2771 or 0812-120-1359. Education Report on TV, promoting excellence in education on television nationwide.
For any child to have the best of education, parents, teachers, the government, and the society in general all have a role to play. Bearing this in mind, the Lagos State Ministry of Education, in partnership with the State Universal Basic Education Board, organized a forum for the head teachers, parents, and other stakeholders of public primary schools in Lagos State. Speaking at the event, which was held at the Lagos Television Blue Roof, the chairman, State Universal Basic Education Board, Mrs. Bolawon Daudu, stated that for any child to proceed to public secondary school, such child must sit for the necessary examinations.
Specifically, today's program is to once again let you know the fact that in Lagos State, before any child can go into the public secondary school in Lagos State, particularly JS1, the state government has thought it fit that such child or children who must have been in primary 6 in the first instance must sit for examination. And this program has already started since 2 years ago. The state government believed that the old method of just transferring our pupils from one class to the other without testing how far they have mastered what has been taught to them will not continue.
The Managing Director, Lagos State Residents Registration Agency, LASRA, Mrs. Yinka Fashola, seized the opportunity to urge Lagosians to take part in the ongoing registration exercise.
The data collected will enable government to plan and to allocate resources more effectively and efficiently. The data will allow for infrastructure and amenities to be provisioned according to the needs of the people. These include roads, hospitals, schools, libraries, water, power, security, transportation, waste management, urbanization, and much more.
The Commissioner for Education and the mother of 10 million children and still counting, Mrs. Olayinka Oladunjoye, spoke on the importance of the meeting.
And in taking care of our children, we have some responsibilities. Even though as government on our own part, we have our own responsibilities as well. But you as parents have the greater responsibilities to your children. In the next couple of days, we are going to write our placement examination into our GSS 1 classes. This is the third time we are doing it. Your child must be 6 years old before they get into primary 1. And they must go through from primary 1 to primary 6. And then they will write our examination. We must prepare them to know how to write exam. It's not only when they are writing their GSS3 exam or writing WAEC that they will know how to write exam. They must score 50% in mathematics and 50% in English language. And cumulatively, they must score 50% overall. Our children must be psychologically ready to go to secondary schools. And that is why we are doing what we are doing.
The Director, Lagos State Examinations Board, Mr. Olufemi Azan, also had this to say.
We are not going to give room for irregular candidates because the OMR candidates are going to use are personalized with their photographs on it, which means there is no registration by proxy, there is no writing of such tests by proxy. So each candidate have his or her photograph embossed on the OMR. So as you are getting to the exam hall, once you are given your OMR, you see a photograph on it, you have exam number, every detail you need on that OMR has been pre-printed and pre-labeled. So all the candidates need to do is just go to the exam hall and shake.
The forum was an interactive one as those present were given an opportunity to express their opinions and ask questions.
On the issue of our students that normally be out of the school around 10 and 11, we've tried all our possible best, even throughout Koshofe, to stop these boys, but there's no way. But I wanted to bring an idea. If the Honorable Commissioner can empower the local government to assist us with a bus and neighborhood watch so as to stop these boys roaming about.
That's why we have SBMCs. So in areas where the SBMCs are not effective, we probably sanction them. Because one of the things they're supposed to be doing for us as SBMC members is to ensure that the children are in school.
Send a message to the parents. We send them, give them a call. That please come in respect of your child. But to be honest with you, all the parents that will send message to come in respect of their child, they didn't come. They didn't show up. So the question is, what do we do to these parents? When we call them to come, and it's like they come, they abandon the children for the government, and they don't even care about them. So what do we do in respect of this?
You must respect us as parents. If teachers are calling you to come and see the work of your children, I think you have that responsibility to listen to us. We don't call you often. So if we call you, there must be a reason for us to call you. So you must respond to our calls, please. Otherwise, we will not promote your children. We have said it, and that is it. And I mean it.
Some of the stakeholders in an interview with Education Report on TV spoke on the benefits of the forum.
We have actually asked many people, all the stakeholders, parent guardians, head teachers, and well-meaning Nigerians to come to us today. Is because of the problem that we have encountered over the years. In spite of the fact that we have made a lot of massive publicity about these exams or placement tests, we still discover that on the day of the exam, many parents, many pupils, many guardians will still be running helter-skelter. My children has not been registered and he must sit for the exam. And we are saying that we are not going to allow that to happen. That is why we have written letters to all our obas and chiefs, our legislators, our House of Assembly members, community leaders about this information that we have already made known to all our stakeholders today. That they should please partner with the state government.
We are all handling Nigerian children. It's not just only those in public school. The private schools are also Nigerian children. Both parents pay tax. So we are still hoping that the government will also give more concession and embracing the private schools, helping them as they are helping the public school.
Àìmójútó àwọn ọmọ ní àkókò tí a wà ó jẹ́ nǹkan tó yẹ kó bá dọjọ́ iwájú àní lè jèrè wọn dáadáa. Àwọn kọmíṣánná wa sì rèé tí wọ́n rọrùn wa tí wọ́n pè wá ní gbogbo ìgbà gẹ́gẹ́ bí wọ́n ṣe ń pè wá tá a sì ń dá wọn lóhùn inú wọn sì ń dùn táwọn náà sì ń pọ́n fún wa ní ẹ̀kọ́ méjì dáadáa especially àwọn ọmọ wa tó yẹ kó wọ́n lọ sí JSS1 ní ọdún ní àti ní ọdún mi tí ó tún máa bọ̀ gbogbo àwọn òbí ẹ má sì ti ń pè wá ní especially gbogbo school tí a bá wọ̀ yẹ kí a máa dáhùn tó ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn òbí mi è dáhùn nípa pé kí wọ́n lọ fún meeting tí wọ́n bá pè wọ́n kò dáa fún òbí tí ì bá lọ sí láti máa ṣàṣojú fún àwọn ọmọ rẹ̀ nítorí ìdí èyí ẹ jẹ́ kí a mójútó ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ní fún gbogbo wa.
Both public and private schools should do the same thing on this to place us on the same platform, on the same standard. And many private schools, NAM schools are all approved schools and they have all registered. Most have registered. And we thank the commissioner for this 1 week of grace, this window of 1 week to enable all the schools to register. I believe it's a good thing.
The stakeholders meeting organized by the Ministry of Education and the State Universal Basic Education Board was indeed a welcome development. Present at the meeting were the Special Advisor to the Lagos State Governor on a core project, Ms. Runke Aziz, officials from the Ministry of Education and State Universal Basic Education Board, stakeholders from the private sector, head teachers from public primary schools across Lagos State, parents and guardians, amongst others. The general public is hereby notified that registration of children for admission into Nursery 1, Primary 1 in September 2014 will commence in all the divisions of Lagos State from Tuesday, the 27th of May to 15 July 2014. The minimum registration age for Primary 1 is 6 years, while the minimum registration age into Nursery 1 is 3 years. Application forms for registration can be obtained from the head teachers of all public nursery and primary schools in Lagos State. Parents and guardians should register in the schools nearest their homes. Completed application forms must be accompanied by 3 passport-sized photographs of the child and the child's birth certificate. All completed applications must be submitted on or before Tuesday, the 15th of July 2014 to the head teachers of the schools from where the forms were obtained. No late registration will be considered. Parents are advised to register at only one center. Registration is free. Affected children must be brought along to the registration centers. For more information, please call 080-2466-1427 or 081-5068-0934 or visit the nearest public primary school in the state. Announcer, Mrs. Bolan Daudu, the Executive Chairman, State Universal Basic Education Board.
Please, parents, guardians, don't hesitate and don't debar any child. They must not be used for child labor. Take them out to any center of your choice nearest your home and make sure that these children are registered. It is free and it is compulsory.